Hey, good morning, neighbors. I want to welcome y'all back to another episode of Pure Quality Canine. Hope everybody's doing well on this Sunday, man. Up out here early with the dogs. I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse of them in a second, man. Y'all see they back there eating right now, but give them a second, man. I'll give y'all a little glimpse of them. But been up kind of early this morning, y'all. And I want to appreciate y'all waking up, man, peeking over the fence, see what we got going on. But I kind of had a message, man, and I don't know where this came from or who it's for. But I want to let somebody out there know, man. You the one. Real talk, man. You the chosen one. Um, you the one that's gonna break generational curses. You the one who's gonna make a change, man, in not only your life but in your family's life. I know it kind of seems like, man, maybe people don't mess with you. You might be seen like you're kind of an outsider. Doors might have been closed on you. Jobs you might have lost. Friends, opportunities, man. Listen, all that was for a reason, man. All that was for a reason because there's better things coming your way. I don't know who that's for, man, but it is. Do what you can with that. With everybody else, man, like I say, I appreciate y'all coming through to check us out. Hope everybody's having a blessed day on this Sunday, man. I can't complain myself, y'all. Well, y'all see all the dogs, man. They doing good and well. Like I say, man, I'm gonna give them a second to get through eating, y'all, before I show y'all everybody, man. Actually, just yesterday, y'all washed them all up, y'all. So if they is looking a little beautiful, y'all, washed them yesterday, man. Hit them with that good Dawn and that flea and tick medicine, man. So everybody's shining, y'all. Y'all see them, y'all. Everybody out here shining this morning, man. But hey, y'all know every Sunday, man, I'm gonna come show y'all the dogs, bring y'all something, man. I make sure I don't go through the week, man, without coming blessing y'all with a little appearance of the dogs. But something else I want to speak on too, real quick, y'all. That happened Friday night, and I think it might be good, man, for some of y'all to think about, man, especially if you're a dog owner or a breeder. Something to really think about, man, and it's barking. Now, y'all, the other night it was I'll say probably about 2 in the morning, y'all. I get woken up, and I'm hearing some loud barking, y'all. So I get out my bed, and at the top I'm thinking it's one of my dogs. I'm like, what the heck? They out there barking for, y'all? So I go to the window, and I kind of put my ear, you know what I mean, to the blinds of the window, man, just trying to get a bearing on who dog it could be, what dog it is, and where they actually at, y'all. So, like I say, the barking's loud, but I can't tell for sure if it's my dog or which dog it is, y'all. So I come in the kitchen, and in my kitchen, y'all, is the back door to the outside right here, y'all. And usually, matter of fact, Friday night, I let the dogs stay outside their cage, y'all. So usually, they'll pretty much lay around in this area right here. So I got my ear to the back door. I still can't tell what dog it is, if it's one of my dogs or what, y'all. So tell you the truth, like I say, it's 2 in the morning. I didn't want to come outside because I know if I did come outside, man, it was gonna make them, get them excited, y'all. Turn them up a little bit. So I went in my refrigerator, y'all. Had some leftovers. So something told me in my head, if I'm gonna go outside with them, man, I'm gonna need to come with some peace offerings. You know what I mean, to quiet them down real quick. So I had some leftover chicken noodle soup or something like that, y'all. Big old bowl of it. I knew the kids wasn't gonna eat on, so I brought that kind of outside, and as they approached me, you know what I mean, they picked up on the smell quick, y'all, and kind of quieted down. So I didn't hear the barking when I first came out here, y'all, and then it kind of dawned on me where the barking was coming from. It was my next door neighbor's house, and the barking was incessant, y'all. I'm talking about it was going off. So I sat out there for a second, like I said, relieved and just making sure it wasn't my dogs. Fed them the rest of the chicken noodle soup, and pretty much went back in the house and went to bed. The reason I kind of speak and harp on that story, y'all, if you happen to be like me, y'all, stay in a residential neighborhood, and you got dogs, and one thing about dogs, dogs are gonna bark. Do realize, y'all, that you know what I mean. Your neighbors, you don't know what they might going on. They might have work early in the morning. They might have kids like some of mine do. Um, One of the worst things you can do to a person is keep them up out they sleep, y'all. And even worse, if it's your dog that's doing it. So be mindful of that, man. A lot of times, there ain't much we can do. You know what I mean? A dog's gonna bark, but realize that if a dog does bark, y'all, it's usually for a reason. Tell you the truth, like I said, I was kind of tripping that night because I kind of knew in a way it wasn't my dog's. If it was, it definitely had to be something wrong. Um, my dogs, they will bark, but most of the time it's because they hear something, and they're pretty much just gonna bark until whatever that is passes. You know what I mean? If it doesn't pass, and I still hear them barking, that really lets me know, yeah, something really out there. But like I say, for the most part, unless they hear something, if something making some noise, drawing their attention, and then especially if they're in their cages, my dog ain't gonna do much barking. But there will, at the same time, be times that they will bark. One time I did have some issues, y'all know about maybe a year and a half ago when I transitioned Molly and Lucky outside, y'all. I will say for the first 1 or 2 days, Molly wasn't so bad, but Lucky, y'all, he was real persistent, man. He did not want to be outside, y'all. So something I did have to do, and I've told y'all before, I don't really like relying on these things. I haven't used them, but if you're a dog owner, if you're a dog breeder, if you got multiple dogs, be mindful. I'm not saying something, I do not like these. This right here is a bark collar. I do not use them, but I do have them just for the simple fact that truthfully, man, sometimes for some reason or another, man, you might need them. Them were a second set, y'all. Them are a better set of bark collars, man. Matter of fact, I'll leave the description in the I'll leave the link to them in the description, y'all. I got them off Amazon, but at the same time too, I had a cheaper pair, and that's one of the reasons you really want to be careful because when they first came out here, y'all, and they was doing all that barking, I bought a cheap set and I was using it on Lucky, y'all, and I noticed after a day or two when I took it off, y'all, he had burns where the actual prong stuck into his neck. And I don't know if y'all noticed on that collar I just showed y'all, it had them little rubber prongs. That's something you really want to be careful with. The bark collars, there is sending a shock through your dog's body. A lot of times, like that one right there, that was different from the first one I had, y'all. You can change the setting. You know what I mean, from 1 to 5 on how loud the beeps are, and then how much vibration and sometimes how much shock. The first one I had didn't. It was a it was a one size fit all, y'all. So I didn't know how much extra shock they was giving my dogs, and like I say, I couldn't change it up any. So like I say, the reason I stopped because I noticed the burn marks on my dogs. But that's to say, y'all, the right type will come in handy. I do keep them on hand because, like I say, I don't have a problem no more. But if I ever do, if there ever is a situation, them do come in handy in the clutch. And it's something, like I say, if you're a dog owner breeder, really think about having it because sometimes when a dog is barking, y'all, it's usually for a reason. Dog just ain't gonna be out here barking for no reason. Usually, like I say, if they're guardian type dogs, something's going on, they hear something, someone to get to. But what was kind of different from the other night situation I was having out here with my neighbor's dog, if y'all notice right now, y'all don't hear her because she's an inside dog. Now, I don't know what the reason was that night, but for some reason, they must have had to put her outside, y'all. And she didn't want to be out there, y'all. She did not want to be out there for no reason, you know what I mean? And I pretty much knew after I came outside with the dogs for a second and listened to how she was barking and how consistent it was. She was pretty much crying for her parents, y'all. That dog was crying like, "Why y'all leave me outside? Let me in." Um, I don't know what their situation was that night. Maybe they went to sleep. I don't know. I don't see how they slept through all that. But at the same time, too, sometimes you got to put your dog in uncomfortable positions, y'all. So be mindful of that. You know what I mean? And the reason I bring that up and want y'all to really think about and be careful with, because sometimes you got people out here that really don't care what they dog do. They don't think about the next person and how it might bother them. I do, and at the same time too, I worried, y'all, because there was a time, man. You don't hear it as much no more, but there was a time when you had people that really hated on dogs, especially when I stayed in Kansas one time, y'all, for a while, and a big thing was out there was, and this was in the late '80s. People poisoning people's dogs, y'all. I believe the recipes are changed up now, but antifreeze, y'all. Antifreeze, back in the days, the 80s and 90s, used to be real sweet smelling, and you had to be real careful because cats and dogs were attracted to it. And people knew that, y'all. And something they would do is they'd roll up on your neighborhood or roll up in your wherever it might be, pour some antifreeze, you know what I mean, in your backyard. Your dogs get to drinking it, man, and it would kill them. And like I say, I was young when that was happening, but that's something that's always carried in my mind. I always worried about because it always, you know what I mean. Like, what did a dog do that make a person hate it so bad that they would poison it, y'all? But you just have bad people out here, y'all. But at the same time, too, you got people that your dog keeping them up at night, bothering them, man, it will lead them to do things they wouldn't naturally do, y'all. So I just wanted y'all to just really think about that. I just want to tell that story, not so much because, like I say, really didn't bother me. This neighborhood is pretty much filled up with dog lovers and owners, so I know for the most part, everybody got to kind of deal with each other what's going on. But like I say, wherever you might be, it might not be that case, y'all. So if need be, just do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. So like I say, man, your dogs are not bothering nobody else, and you can, live a peaceful life out with your dogs, man. Because I'm hearing so many stories. Like I say, I haven't heard of people's dogs getting poisoned, things of that nature. But nowadays the big thing is depending on the principalities and where you live and the laws, people putting the law on you. I'm hearing of people. SBCA coming, taking people's whole yard, taking their dogs, you know what I mean, because they don't have the right paperwork, because they're not up to date on shots, because their dogs are making, you know what I mean, too much noise at night, and they done had enough warnings that now, you know what I mean, they did nothing to it, so now the state's coming in, taking their dogs, y'all. So just something to think about, man. Something to be careful of. Like I say, there's things you can do out there. Like I say, I'll leave the link for them bark collars in my description, man. They ain't real expensive. Like I say, they come in handy. If at times, like I say, you got to put your dog in situations that they're not used to or uncomfortable with. At the same time, too, man, I'm gonna leave another link for common treats, y'all. I don't give them to my dogs often, but like I say, there's going to be situations. Maybe it's storming at night. Maybe it's the 4th of July. There's fireworks. Maybe neighbors are over, and you just need to calm your dog down, y'all. There's tools like that that, like I say, for the novice like me and yourself, man, that we're not so-called professionals. Ain't got the time to what I mean, make our dogs into you know what I mean, super trained individuals. There's things out there that'll help us, y'all. You know what I mean? There's tools like that. Like I say, if you really love your dog and you got multiple, like I told y'all, I've used that collar once. You know what I mean? Since I bought that one, it's not something you would use often, but if this is your trade, if this is something you do, have them things on hand. So when they don't come in handy, man, you ain't trying to order it and wait 2-3 days for Amazon to ship it, or trying to run to your local store, man, because you never know with these dogs what you might need. It's just like you got kids, you're gonna have you know, with kids, you're gonna have bandages, you know what I mean, peroxide up in the shelf. You never know when they might fall, might skin themselves. Same thing with these dogs, man. There's some things that you should just naturally have because you don't know when they might come in handy, but they'll definitely be needful when they do. Hey, with that being said, y'all, man, I appreciate y'all coming through, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer. I really don't want to walk over the yard too much, y'all, because I ain't gonna lie. I'm just getting up, still sipping on my coffee. I ain't cleaned the yard up yet, y'all, so I still gotta do my chores for the day. Clean the yard up, fill up water buckets, and then I don't know what Lucky got going on back here. Boy, he getting too big for his britches, y'all. He tearing stuff up, man. Yeah, we talking about you, big boy. Hey, but with that being said, man, I know I don't start with it, but I always gonna finish with it. Make sure y'all hitting that like, subscribe bell. Like and subscribe button, hitting that notification bell so y'all don't miss nothing we got going on here, man. Like I say, just a little lazy Sunday, man. I washed the dogs yesterday. It hasn't got hot yet, y'all, so another hour, man, I might get the kids up, man. We take the dogs for a walk, man. Stretch their legs a little bit, get them outside the fence, man. Y'all too, man. Make sure y'all doing something with y'all dogs today. That being said, we out. Oh shit! Here come Debo, give me your stuff.
Shit! Going for jacking the nigga, that's all he do. Damn!
What's up, Smoke?
Man,
What you got on my drink?
man.